going on, guys? My name is Elias. In today's video, we're back at the firm doing another track day in the FL5 Civic Type R. If you've been following along, we've been getting better and better as we come along. The first time was with this as a factory car, did nothing to it. Second time, changed brake fluid, changed pads, didn't bleed the fluid enough, so I had a little bit of a braking issue. Third time's a charm, I think. Still got the factory tires on it, still have the factory alignments on it. As I've said before, I want to improve this car little by little. So today we're going to see how fast we can go. I'm aiming for a 120, 119. That's a really fast time for this car. I've been getting 122, 123. So we're going to see how this thing does. We're going to really send it, and we're going to find its limitations as it is. My guess is it's going to be the tires, but we'll see. All right, let's go ahead and do some laps, have some fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, by the way, make sure you do subscribe. About 95% of you guys that watch the videos are not subscribers. So it really helps me out when you subscribe, and it also helps me out when you hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below, actually, if you think that as it is, I'm gonna be able to do a sub 120. I have my doubts, and let me know what those doubts might be. All right, guys, let's have some fun.
I tend to do a lot better and be a lot faster when I'm chasing down a faster car or a faster driver. So this is the most fun I can have right here, chasing down a fast Porsche.
guys, as you saw there, we did a bunch of laps, ton of fun. I think the tires are definitely holding me back. I'm not sure what PSI I should be running them. I usually run them cold at around 25, 26, and they get hot around 32, 33. They feel kind of squidgy and spongy for me. Not my biggest cup of tea, and I know they're not full-on track tires. They're Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which are great tires. But I think they're kind of limiting me. They're feeling, squishy through the turns, that kind of stuff. So, I mean, I think I've done pretty well so far as it is. I love coming to the firm and just open track days. I love helping out other enthusiasts as well. If you guys see the C8 Z06 that's here had a brake problem, still has a brake problem. So I try to help them bleed the brakes. There's another Type R here, FL5. He's doing really fast times, I think 122. So really awesome just to see people out here enjoying themselves, enjoying their cars. Let's go turn some more laps and see what we can do.
So at this point, I'm going to bring it in because I'm either overheating or low on gas. Something odd is really happening. It's not traction control. I know it's not traction control. I know it's not off completely, but I know what traction control feels like. It's definitely not traction control cutting power. It's cutting power on straights after that hairpin turn. After turning left and getting on the main straight, no loss of power at all. So it's definitely not traction control.
So it's been a ton of fun so far. I love that all you got to do is change up the brake pads, change up the brake fluid and bleed them, and then take this car to the track, and it's a boatload of fun. I'm having a blast out there. I'm really pushing it, and I think right now the biggest limitation is very likely the tires and possibly the alignments. I need to do that alignment pin removal so we can get some more negative camber. And we need to do possibly some more other modifications, light modifications, to get a little bit more turning capabilities. I want to see what this thing does with some actually sticky tires. The Michelins that come on this are really good overall. I mean, it does decent on track, it does great on the road, it does great in the rain. It's really comfortable for long cruises, but I think that might be the next spot where I go ahead and upgrade this thing. I'm going to do a full review on the tire, so stay tuned for that. But for now, I think I want to go back to do some more laps. I think this car loves it. So, I mean, again, one of the biggest complaints I have is this tiny little gas tank. So I'm going to go fill her up. So pretty much every session I do, I fill her up, and then I go. So let's go fill her up and see what we can do.
So there you have it. The check engine light is on, rev match system is off, a whole bunch of lights. So basically a Christmas tree turns on, and I'm not sure what happened there. I literally had filled up the gas tank, and I even clicked it after 30 seconds to make sure it's super full. I know it's not low on fuel. What the heck could have caused this? Let's talk about it.
Right, so I think you guys saw that, and yeah, I'm not sure why that happened. So in case you guys missed that, the check engine light came on, and it was after the hairpin, which is like the kind of like almost like a terrible U-turn at the track. It goes really right around. After that hairpin, I started feeling a little bit of a loss of power on acceleration, right? I'm going straight, I leave it in third, and it's kind of like not really going, right? And I did that for a few laps, and I thought it was maybe heat soak. It kind of reminded me of when the FK8 that I had used to overheat and pull timing. I thought it was pulling timing. And I think obviously in the last lap, when it gave me that check engine lights, it definitely pulled all power. I had zero power at all. It was kind of pulling, boom, check engine light. And I've only really experienced that on the FK8s when I'm on a banked turn, right? I'm like at Pocono, going right on those banked turns with low fuel really allowed the fuel pump to go dry and give me that code. So I don't know, I'm speculating here, but maybe our fuel pump is having an issue. I don't know, maybe the fuel pump isn't having an issue. Maybe it was just because of that really high G turn. It really did just starve the fuel pump and it just didn't have enough fuel to feed the system. I'm not too sure. I don't know exactly what happened there. We're gonna have to figure this out because if it is a failing fuel pump, obviously I'm gonna want to warranty it and get a new one. But I went ahead and checked it and to see if there's any other codes in there. Maybe I screwed something up, or maybe there's something unplugged, or whatever the case may be. So I got a buddy, actually the C8 Z06 owner has a scanner, and so I plugged it in and checked the scanner, checked the codes, checked it multiple times. The only code that came up is fuel rail low, fuel rail pressure low, and that's a fuel starvation issue. So it just confirmed from my past feelings that, hey, I used to feel when fuel starvation was going to come on, that felt like fuel starvation. It was fuel starvation. It was low fuel pressure for whatever reason, and it gave me the code. So after reading the code, I drove the car around, just the paddock to see if it would go away on its own. It wouldn't. I deleted the code, drove it around the paddock again. The code doesn't pop up, and I just did a little pull there just to see if it would pop up again, and it didn't. No issues, no codes. So I'm not certain. Maybe it was bad gas. It could be that the gas that I pumped in there is not great gas. I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys think it could be in the comments. So I guess we should conclude the video by saying, well, the fuel starvation issues that this car has is still alive and well. Be sure to top off your tank pretty much after every session. And I did that. I actually topped off after every session, and it still gave me an issue. Again, I suspect that my fuel pump is going bad. I don't know. We'll have a test. We'll have a look. However, everything else on the car performed flawlessly. Gear shifts, steering, everything just felt so good. I think the seats is really magnificent. I think it's a great mix of daily drivability and track duty type of seats, which is exactly what I'm trying to build this car to be. Its biggest limitation right now, I think, is the tires. Again, I'm gonna do a separate video on these tires. Stay tuned for that. And yeah, so let's see what this code was. Let's see what happens. And we're gonna keep on improving this car every time we come out to the track. And just to show you, I'm actually on my way to Home Depot from the track because I'm gonna have to return a 5-gallon jug of paver sealer. This is how awesome this car is. It's basically my pickup truck, my work vehicle, my daily driver, my track car, all in one, and it's just wonderful. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave it there for now. If you have any questions or comments on this, let me know down below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hey, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.